These 5 beliefs keep American tech guys from making progress in their dating lives. I'm Brandon Hollihan, and I've coached hundreds of high-earning men in the United States, especially in tech. And I've seen these exact patterns hold them back every single time. Belief number 1, I shouldn't have to change who I am to attract someone. This belief comes from your childhood, when you're told to just be yourself, and that will attract someone for you. If I have to change anything, then I'm not being myself. Or if she's the right woman, she should like the version of me that exists right now. This advice ignores the difference in signals, because what men don't realize is they already communicate differently depending on who they're talking to. If you're speaking to an employer in a professional setting versus your friend, the tone and the version of yourself that you present, the side of your personality, that is different. It doesn't mean you're not being yourself, you're just being a different version of yourself. There's just not one you. And it's the same for when you're approaching women. There is a version of you for dating. This is the version of you that's pursuing a woman, attracted, communicating romantic interest. This is not the same version of you that would show up if it was your best friend. If you think that being yourself means acting the same way that you would with a friend, then you'll send friend signals to the girl. And if you're sending friend signals and she's sending attraction signals, then there's going to be this disconnect. And this is how men end up getting friend zoned. So the truth of the belief is you shouldn't have to change yourself, and you don't have to change yourself. You just need to present the version of you that is trying to attract someone. Belief number 2, I just want the process to be straightforward. Tech guys love steps, processes, and systems. Everything follows a sequence. Learn the skill, build the resume, apply, interview, get the job. It's very predictable, structured, and makes sense. So they want dating to be the same way, this structured and linear process that they just follow. The thing is, it is that way. It is a linear, structured process that you just follow. You just never learned it. Here are the steps. Step 1, prepare yourself. Clothes that you feel good in, good hygiene, and presentable and comfortable. Step 2, put yourself in social environments where you could meet women. Anywhere there are people, parks, bars, clubs, malls, work, the gym, your apartment complex, the elevator. Women are literally everywhere. You just have to be around them. Step 3, approach. This is the same for applying for jobs. Sometimes you need to apply for 100 jobs and put your resume in everywhere, and then you still get denied and have to apply for more. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a job really quickly. The game of finding a job and the game of dating are similar in that they're not fair. Top engineers get hired faster, and tall, dark, handsome men get dates faster. Step 4, have a conversation that sets up a date. Step 5, go on that date. Step 6, set up another date. Step 7, keep going on dates and let things unfold naturally. Here's ultimately what I'm saying. There's a step-by-step process to getting a job, and there's a step-by-step process to getting dates or girlfriends. And there's nuance to both. So there are simple, repeatable steps you can follow. And if a guy does this consistently, he will get dates, he will find a girlfriend, and it might happen faster than you think. Belief number 3, I need a clear signal before I can make a move. This belief is destructive. It makes men passive. It convinces them that women must start the process. It removes all of their agency, and it assumes women are supposed to be experts at signaling interest to you. Why don't women just blast you clear, strong signals? Well, number 1, if she shows interest and you ignore it, she feels stupid. Number 2, if she's too obvious, then she feels desperate or easy. So if she's subtle, she hopes you'll pick up on the signals, and then she doesn't have to risk too much. Because if she signals to you and you don't respond, whether you didn't realize she was signaling, you're not interested, or you're just not confident enough to approach, she doesn't know any of that information. All she thinks is, I showed him a signal, he didn't go for it. I must not be attractive. He's rejecting me. So she feels nervous. So yes, women do use signals to show interest. They will glance at you. They will use proximity to get closer to you. They will play with their hair. They will expose their neck. They'll play with a necklace. They'll laugh and smile at you and hold that smile for longer than usual. Women do this, but it's destructive for men to assume they need to get those signals to approach the girl. Attraction itself, that is justification for making an approach. You don't need her to confirm it for you. If a job is appealing, do you wait for the employer to call you, or do you take the action? You're not going to get the job if you don't apply, right? It's the same here. You're not going to get the girl if you don't approach. Belief number 4, if I talk too confidently, I'll come off as arrogant. When you're an introverted guy growing up, You're used to seeing the loud and confident guy also be the big jerk and bully at school. So you associate the two. This is how introverted men learn to avoid being seen or being loud. Typically speaking, the loud, overconfident jerk is also the one that's approaching and talking to women. So approaching must mean being a confident, arrogant jerk. And this leads men to believe that women like jerks, but that belief is not true. That's a myth. Women need information about you to build attraction with you. It's not just from looks. So the jerks are the ones that approach and give them that information. It's not that they want to date jerks. No one else is approaching them. And this is a real belief that women hold. Even if you stare at her all night from across the room, she does not think, oh, he's just shy. Oh, he's nervous. Oh, he doesn't want to come off arrogant. No, she thinks he's not interested. And now he's just being weird. American women are taught culturally not to initiate. So the only men they date are the ones that approach. And if that means they only have the options to date arrogant jerks, then they're gonna date arrogant jerks, bro. Even if they would prefer to date a nice guy, he doesn't even give them the chance. So if you can't find the confidence to approach and you wait on women to do it for you, you will be single forever, brother. And the fifth belief, if I talk about my life honestly, I'm showing off. Growing up, the only men who confidently talked about themselves and did it to women were the jerks. And therefore we associated the jerks and being confident and speaking about ourselves confidently as arrogant, as being a jerk. As an adult right now, your career is impressive. It is cool. So anything that you say about your life sounds like bragging. I had this problem massively in my mid-20s because I had gone through so many different career changes each year and each one was interesting. So when I would talk to girls, I'd be like, yeah, I was a chef for some years and then I was a YouTube streamer and then I did photography. But ultimately, I didn't make a lot of money doing any of it, but all of it was interesting. So every time the girl got to know something more about me, it was like, wow, this guy's so cool. I admire you. And that felt weird. So I started to hold back on giving away this information, but I learned that it's a critical part of dating and approaching. Listen, you're not bragging, you're not arrogant, you're not trying to show off, you're just giving women the information that they need to decide if they want to be a part of your life. She's checking that her life and yours align together. So if she gets insecure because your life is big, she's not a good fit. If she feels small when you talk about your accomplishments, she's not a good fit. If she can't handle the truth about your lifestyle, your workload, your ambitions, she's not a good fit. So the point isn't to avoid triggering insecurity in women. The point is to find women who don't get insecure about you. Either way, don't let these beliefs run your life for another year, bro. If you want more videos that break down this stuff specifically for American tech guys, subscribe.